Hey guys, how are you? This is Eric Bramlett, and today we are going to discuss the October 2023 market statistics. We just published these, and it was not altogether surprising. We do want to go over a few things with everybody. So when we take a look at these, you'll see that the total sales are almost completely even with 2022. The market started declining last year in May or June, and it really bottomed out over the fall winter. And that's what we're seeing now as we're comparing October 2023 to October 2022 and roughly the same number of closings. Pending units went up again, 11%. We do expect those to start impacting, or it does predict that we will see more sales in the next couple of months, but we haven't seen that just yet. And average sold price dropped by 5.8%, median sold price dropped by 7.5%. Sold price bottomed last February and then started recovering a little bit seasonally. And when we look at month over month pricing, you can see that here. So last November going down, and then February is whenever it hit the bottom and then started increasing seasonally. And then it is absolutely normal to see prices start to decline every year in June and July, and that's what's happened this year. And the question will be, will we go back to the same low levels that we saw in February 2023 or not? And I'm not really sure. We do think that next spring could be a little bit better than this spring. Pending units, really important to look at these. Pending buyer behavior in Austin is really seasonal and it's very, very reliable. And we're comparing 2023 pending units to 2019. And the reason we're doing that is 2019 was the last year where we saw normal behavior, normal buyer behavior. In 2020, 2021, and 2022, those were abnormal years and the demand curve did not behave normally or look normally. This year, things are back to normal with regards to buyer behavior. And what that means is that we will be very slow in the winter months and we will see things pick back up in the spring. And so we've had an informational for sellers for a long time that shows you the seasonality of the Austin market. You can find this on our website, but this is where we have it here where market heats up in January, February, starts heating up. Optimal time to list is always, call it mid to late February, into June, July, August. We really start advising to start, becoming very realistic about pricing whenever you get into July and August. So this is what you want to pay attention to if you're a seller right now. So what new things have we seen? Well, we watched the CME FedWatch tool pretty closely. That's the tool that shows us what all the experts predict the Fed will do in the coming months. And between last month and this month, they're now predicting that there's a realistic likelihood that the Fed will lower rates in May. And they thought June was the previous estimate. It doesn't mean this is absolutely going to happen. It just means that experts believe that the Fed will ease up a little bit sooner than they thought in the past. We do think this means that we'll see lower interest rates next year. And obviously, when mortgage interest rates go down, the market picks up. Austin's market, there are a couple of components that are very important to it, one of which are mortgage rates. The other component that's incredibly important to Austin's market, it's jobs, hiring, right? And we've read chatter on a couple of social media boards, mainly Blind, that Meta was hiring again. And then we've heard through the grapevine that Meta is hiring again. And we have not seen Meta pop back up as a top employer on Indeed just yet, but we hope to see that pretty soon. What we did see is whenever we looked at the Indeed.com job posting data, we look at year-over-year change because jobs are also very seasonal. They were the best numbers we've seen since March, and that was really, really nice to see. We only saw a change of 25% decline in year-over-year job postings on Indeed.com. We want to see that turn into a positive. We want to see an increase in job postings on Indeed.com. But hey, we'll take any improvement we can right now. What does this mean for the market right now? Well, if you're a buyer and you're in the market right now, you probably can catch some Black Friday deals on real estate. It doesn't mean that everything will be on sale. There will obviously be sellers in the market right now that are more firm on their price, but there will be some very realistic sellers on the market right now, and you will be able to get a better deal now and into January, February than you will be able to in the spring and summer of next year. If you're a seller right now, you need to decide if you absolutely must sell over the winter, and if you do, it's time to be extremely realistic about pricing. Buyer demand declines considerably in the winter. If I have to put a number on it, probably is cut in half. So if you have to sell this winter, then you really need to take a hard look at price, and don't rely on luck. Talk to your agent about where you need to be priced in order to sell this winter. If you don't have to sell this winter, then that's a better situation. It probably makes sense for you to go ahead and pull the property off the market. It'll give you a breather. You'll get to take a break. Holidays will be less stressful, and you will see demand come back in the spring of 2024. The question is only like how much demand, how strong will that demand be in 2024? And that's completely up to mortgage rates and hiring. We think that between those two components, at least one of them will improve by next spring. So if hiring does come back, you'll see more buyers in the market. There'll be a better market this next spring than we saw this last spring. If mortgage rates come down a little bit, you'll see a better market this spring than we saw last spring. Almost certainly it'll be a better market in the spring than it is in the winter time. The question is only going to be like how much better is it going to be, and we hope that we see one or both of those market driving components. Either jobs come back, jobs go up, or mortgage rates come down. Either one of those things happens, and we'll be in good shape. So I hope everybody has had an awesome weekend. I hope that you have great plans for the holidays. We can help with anything whatsoever. Please shoot me an email, eric@bramlett.me. And yeah, have an awesome month, guys. Thanks very much.